So, going to glean.
Speaking of glean.
Yes. You enter the shop. See a female tiefling. She has deep red skin, long black hair that falls below her waist, almond-shaped green eyes. She is surprisingly muscular, and has diminutive horns behind her ears. Personal. Welcome. What can I help you with today?
I'm not there. You're looking at me.
Do you have any magical items?
I don't. I deal in jewels. Jewels. Necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings.
Anything purple?
Anklets. Purple? Sure, certainly.
Like what?
What do you like?
Some bracelets.
Sure. She kind of pulls you over to one of the counters. Is this? She lays a couple things out. Very, very fine jewelry. Very, very nice bracelets. These particular ones that she has pulled forward and set in front of you. There's one that has like exclusively purple gems in its settings. Others are kind of a mixture. Some look to be like diamond and whatever the fuck this purple thing is. There's one that's like an alternation between the purple and then like green emeralds. Back and forth.
So gems are like normal gems. So would I be able to tell a purple gem from like an amethyst, which would be a real purple gem, between what she has?
Yes. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, obviously, like there's gonna be fakes,
Sure.
like just glass
The
that's
cheapstone.
purple.
I gotcha.
And I want to know if I could be able to tell the difference between what she has if she's showing me fake stuff and real stuff, or
Wow.
You trying
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
to know
You
what's
can
real
say
or
no.
fake gems?
Yeah, probably not.
I'm just
I
curious.
can't think of a reason you would.
Oh man, it'd be sweet if we had a dwarf with us that knows gems and rocks and shit.
Yeah. No, I was just curious. How much for the one that's all purple,
70 gold pieces.
and the one that's silver and purple?
125.
I'll take the all purple one. You said 75.
That is correct. Anything else? Lucky ladies in your lives, lads.
They've all burned up.
That's unfortunate.
Do you have any moonstones?
Moonstone.
Yes. Is that a thing? Sounds like it'd be a thing. No?
Sure.
No idea.
Yes.
For your Chansey.
What? No. Jesus Christ. Simple pendant, perhaps? Something
Certainly. Yes.
nice, dainty, elegant, but
Moonstone.
yeah, sure. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Simple, natural, fancy.
She walks over to the side of the room and pulls something off one of the racks and brings it to you. It's an very like
How many
as requested dainty silver chain.
how many moons are there?
How many moons are
There's
there?
2.
4.
4? Fuck!
Not mistaken.
I knew
Which
there
moon
was
is this
2.
one from?
It's not actually from the moon.
Not
It's
a wrong rack.
just like a white gem thing.
It's kind
Pretty
of
much pearl.
It's like opalescent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, has that like kind of like almost like rainbow colored glint as the light
Iridescent.
shines off it. Iridescent. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Anyway, has a pendant with a moonstone, iridescent moonstone set. There we go. This is what you're looking for?
It looks nice. What sort of price would you require?
30 gold pieces.
That's not so bad. Sure.
Let me get this in a box for you.
So, while she's getting it in a box, I've just been like perusing around the store the whole time, just looking at like the shiny stuff. And like while my back's to her this time, and like I hear them doing their dealings or whatever, I'm gonna use Find Sense again.
Does it have to be like creature with insight? Does it have to be a creature within sight?
No, just not behind 20 cover.
You get a very, very dull.
What does a dull one mean? Like it's farther away?
It's
or
not.
it's
So like when you sensed it with, for example, like Madamaga or Vladimir and correspondence.
she's a
It was like a sharp you're like boom thing. This is sort of just like a mild
fiendish. But not 100%.
Emphasis on the ish.
Are we done?
Are we done?
Paolo says it.
Y'all fucking wrap this up.
Someone wants to fight something.
Alright, y'all bounce out of Gleam. Clincher Loans. As they're walking in there, we'll say, Gilvin, you get back to the Warhat. Anything particular you would like out of that exchange, or just you want to get them and head back?
I'll tell him, how Jiraiya figured it out again, as far as how he found out with Metamagus and the shop. And we were just kind of wondering if you'd be able to, while we investigate some of the other places that you had, if someone would be able to watch it.
Yeah, he nods to Cora. She's like, on it.
Okay. And then I give them the description and everything of the guy, what he looked like and such.
She separates and starts moving ahead in that direction.
Alright, you start going back towards Gleam, I guess is the first place they said they would go to.
Alright, and you said you were going to Clincher Loans? So, fairly small, sort of, I don't know, falling apart just a little bit. Shack. You walk into, gentleman sitting with kind of a top hat. He's got like a green, waistcoat on, vest, pants. He looks, he's like attempting dapper, but he looks a little
sleazy?
yeah.
A loan shark, sorry.
He's a middle-aged human man, pretty tall and he has kind of dark, beady eyes behind small, round glasses, salt and pepper hair, and a pencil mustache.
So pretty much the Monopoly guy. Pretty close.
The Monopoly guys use mustache, right?
Well, when he was younger.
the French Monopoly guy.
The base goal. Oui. Shit.
Yeah. You coming to my shop?
This is the
Oh, not committing to that one.
the loan place, right?
Yeah, this is Clincher Loans.
Oh my god.
What can I do for you?
I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, I hear you are in the business of money lending.
Yes, do you need to borrow some money?
Just wasting time. Yes. Tell me about your tell me about your service. Do you
Define some? Okay. Nothing.
No, he's just a piece of shit. Okay.
Will I loan out money to the people who need the money, and then I will give the money when they need to be with that?
Obviously, what are your terms? Do you have interest? Do you have...
Yes.
What is your interest?
Hi.
Hi. So what is your interest?
9.2%.
9.2. Per
Precisely.
day, month? That is quite high.
People come to me when they're in desperate need.
I see that. Interesting. What amounts do you lend?
Yeah.
Did you just
Man,
pick your nose?
you say where?
30,000 gold.
Oh.
Okay. That's why I was wondering how much. Could you do 20,000? 30,000? Or are you more into hundreds?
Typical. Okay. Could occasionally gotten up into the thousands.
So small fire loans.
Got it. Title
That
loans.
is not a small amount.
It is to us. We were looking for someone who could do
Then why are
something.
you here?
Well, we thought you could
Would you
help
like to
us.
invest in my business?
No. Well, maybe.
I'm not specifically opposed to it.
Passive income?
Yeah,
We could be the muscle.
Could
Get
trust
the.
How often do you see patrons? Could you see a return on investment within a week or so? Say, like, your going rate is 9.2%. If I gave you 500 gold, could you give me, like, 6% on top of that back within a week?
Business comes as it comes. Maybe.
Well,
I don't think he's as successful as he looks.
And I'm incredibly successful. Grabs this.
Then this should be nothing for you.
How
do you
about-
ever have people that don't pay you back?
do you need enforcement to get your payment?
I pay for enforcement. Yeah.
Okay.
I get
So,
no money back.
I have 2 deals for you. Deal 1, we stay at the Boarhead. You let us know if there's someone you need to shake down for money, and we may help you out for a nominal fee. Option 2, if someone comes in that wants more money than you have, I'm prepared to provide you an extra if you can give me money within a week or so at an increased rate.
Interesting.
That's all I have. And I flash my big bag of gold and put it back to where it goes.
He like
That is
So-
a small portion of what we have.
Yeah, the apples to us. We kill demons. So, I'm sure we can shake down a peasant or 2 for you.
well.
That's just all.
There were people in mind.
We have a business card. Which is your name?
Fitz Clincher.
Fitz. What?
Fitz Clincher. Clincher Downs.
I don't know how we just became like mafia rough up guys, but maybe we did.
I'm a man.
Yeah, you just offered it.
I know. I know exactly how it happened. Let's put it that way. I know for sure how it happened. So, you let us know, and if you send word to the Boarhat, send word for Felv.
They will do things.
At least.
Should just be like, one or 2 of us get some extra money.
It depends on the judge, but yes, that is all.
You exit.
Yes, that is it. That way it doesn't look like we're just fucking shaking the place down.
Yeah.
Where to next?
Next was,
The dock.
sure.
Yes.
Do we see Gilvin yet?
Nope. One look.
I don't know how I feel about shaking down peasants for money, but I do know how Gilvin would feel. So if we do it, we should not invite Gilvin.
Okay. I see where you're going now. Yes.
Also, maybe on the way out of town, we could stop here again.
And take a loan out and never come back. That was my first thought. That's why I asked for 30,000.
Yes. Well, yes. I thought about taking a loan without asking that.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. I wanted to see his reaction to the amount and see if it was like something he had on him.
Yes.
And then we go from there.
Probably got some
It doesn't look like
money.
it. He probably has like 200 gold.
Yeah,
Dollars.
true.
So,
True.
and probably lots of pieces of paper that people owe him money.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So do we see going yet?
No. So where are you going next?
It literally.
Oh, I think we're gonna stay because we didn't tell Gilvin where we're
Well,
going.
no. I told him Gleam,
yeah.
Clincher, the Dirty Sack. After that,
Okay.
I was just like going up the list
After
right
the
now.
docks. Okay.
We could muscle him. Just like give us some of the money that you make off this fucking scam or whatever.
Well, that's why I said I'd loan him money for a raid. But I'd give him the money and like if he didn't pay me back, I'd fucking kill him. I mean,
I was gonna just
I
say
don't know.
intimidate him from the get go. Yo,
Gotta
you
try to
work
do
for
something.
us now.
Yeah,
We don't have a name yet, but
we'll invest. How about we buy your business?
yeah.
How about that?
We'll make her an offer you
these
can't
nuts.
refuse.
Anyways, to the Dirty Sack,
Docks.
which is near
No.
the docks, isn't it?
Well, we got the docks office is where we need to go first. Well, it's still day. Dirty Sack, we're gonna go at
I
night
think the docks would be bustling
Okay.
during the day.
Okay, we'll find him eventually.
because you're gonna play at the Dirty Sack.
Just keep going to the places.
And nowhere else.
All right. So to the dockmaster.
Yeah.
All right. You head deeper into the city towards the water. You hit the docks eventually. There's quite a hustle and bustle, lots of ships, as you can see, like the docks completely wrap the inner circle of the city around the bay. Several cargo ships, trading ships, things being like loaded up. There's some like sailing in and out simultaneously. It's a very like large open gulf. Seems to be a pretty busy center for commerce. Asking around a couple of questions, you are relatively easily pointed towards the dockmaster's office. It's a relatively small shack, though well built. Opening up the door over there, stepping inside, you see hunched over, a ledger or a manifest of some sort. A male turtle gentleman. He has an eye patch on the left side. He's got deep, earthy greens and browns in color. And he kind of just looks real involved and looks up. What can I do for you?
Do you sell boats?
Sell them, no.
No, do you know where
Charter?
we could acquire?
Yeah.
Oh, you do charters. Where do they go to?
Where you need to get. I mostly handle in and out of the city here.
What about to the southern islands? Like whatever that one's name was.
Interjecting question for DM.
Jeremy.
On this
Jaren
sweet
Isles.
map I have, the Jaren Islands aren't listed in here. Right?
They are not.
Are they not in this section? They're like down here?
So the Jaren Isles are actually like a full separate continent.
So like just farther than this south, right?
Yes.
That's all I was wondering.
You have the Ethelos, the continent that y'all are currently on.
Yes. You're welcome. I'll take a picture. Send it to you guys.
The Jaren Isles.
Oh, why'd you be wanting to go there?
Not for us. But passage for two, maybe?
That is not a place I send ships.
How close do you get to the Jaren Isles in any of your shipping routes? Anywhere near? Not really?
No.
There. Some way. See, that's paper.
I got weeds.
Got way more awful.
You can pass that around. Has anyone else seen that yet?
No, I was gonna take. I was working on bending it backwards so it wasn't all ridiculous. So,
Which was rude.
I understand.
Little Mod Podge.
I don't know. The bag is.
Feels like food charge.
What's from whatever. That's the point.
Yeah. Jaren Isles, dangerous place from what I hear. We do our trading around the Sunroad Community. Other city around here. Kind of scratches his chin.
So has there been any suspicious activity on the docks?
Depends on what you qualify as suspicious. Sailors aren't always the most savory folk.
More unusual. Anything special?
Nothing that comes to mind.
What about just to the southern shore?
Which?
Was that like Rockwell? Is that what that's called? Down there? By that dragon? Bottom left?
Way bottom left.
The drowned ruin? Oh, Riverwall.
Riverwall.
Hey, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's where the sun
The
well.
Knights.
There, yeah, the Knights of Silver Sun was from.
Down the Riverwall.
Or thereabouts.
That passage couldn't be booked to the city down there.
About how much are your charters?
2 passengers. And a room and board for the trip house, some food.
Yes.
That's all sea voyage. He flips through a couple pages. I got a ship going out early tomorrow morning. Might have room. Not much of a passenger ship. Wouldn't be very comfortable.
It's okay.
Say, 80 gold each.
That's likely a lot of days.
But also much safer.
Right.
Several weeks.
Right. So 80 gold each for a few weeks is really not that terrible.
No, it's not bad at all.
Oh no, that's a pretty good price there.
Yes, thank you. We will be in touch.
Y'all the passengers anymore.
No, it would be for friends of ours.
Friends very like him.
Yes.
Skated folk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I was looking for. Does he smell dead?
I say, as we walk out, I'm gonna use divine sense. Like, as we walk out the door. Does he smell dead? It smells like turtle.
Perception.
Probably different.
So kind of, yeah.
17.
17. He smells
Like a turtle.
yeah, he smells like a bit like a turtle. You're getting a big
kinda
old whiff
gross.
of like salt for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right on the ocean too, so there's a lot of
Salt interference.
salt and fish, and yeah, you're getting some like whiffs of like spices and stuff coming off some of the like ships in the bay, that kind of thing. You know, he doesn't smell dead. You doing how many divine senses a day you got?
He has 5 and he's only used
This would
like
be the
3 so
third.
far. Yeah.
2, right? Have we gone to 3 places? Oh, yeah.
Yep. This would be 3. You do not get any.
What was his name if we asked?
Did you ask?
What was your name, sir?
Wayland.
Franklin.
Wayland Wellbot.
Wellbot.
Reaches out.
Wellbot?
Wellbot. Wayland Wellbot. Reaches out a big, like, meaty turtle hand.
I shake his meaty
Like
turtle
rugged
hand.
leather skin.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's got like 3 big fingers.
I interlace my fingers kind of weird and they're like, yeah, it's getting there.
His massive hand just completely engulfs your little
I bet.
gnomish hand.
I love your work with Shredder. I don't say that out loud. Super Shredder. You've seen the movies.
Well, I'll be seeing you then. I got work to do. He goes back to
We appreciate your time, Mr. Wellbot.
Wayland Wellbot.
Wellbot. That's what I wrote. Just want to make sure.
It was 80 gold each, right?
Yes. This is pretty pricey, but I think it's not a bad deal for and it's probably cheaper than riding all the way down on horses and providing for themselves the entire way.
And it would be better than them
Safer.
Being stabbed on the road.
Yeah. The storm would be their biggest threat. The storm on the boat.
Yeah. It's fate.
Alright.
So,
Tonight.
y'all,
What time of day is it?
Yeah. And is Gilvin here?
Gilvin would probably be in the vicinity looking for you. Where are you guys headed next?
Well, it's either
It does make
Yeah,
a
it
difference.
probably
does make a
like-
difference.
Like getting to be like
noonish.
So we have the dirty sack or the brothel
We did a
left.
lot, but we didn't.
I feel like, I mean, the Dirty Sack is like a shitty drinking place.
Yes, and we've already been there.
Yeah, so that should probably be later if nothing else.
Yeah.
And
We've been to the brothel as
We've been to
well.
both, yeah.
And it does not seem like either of them are vampires. I think we've already found our.
It's true, although that brothel does suck.
Yeah.
That.
Is there like a nice little picnic area by the water that we can sit and just chit chat about our day?
Sure. You want to dangle your toes in the water?
Dongle your toes in the
Let's spend some
water.
time.
How about we find Gilvin?
Alright, yeah. You guys, so
lunch.
you stride out of the dock manager's office and you start walking towards a place on the docks that you can kind of like sit and chat. As you guys are crossing through, there's other traffic, people, several of them walking through the docks. Obviously, I said it's been fairly like busy, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. Although at one point someone like kind of shoulder checks you hard walking by, but you like turn and look and they're. You roll investigation.
He knows what that means.
Can I also
Keep an eye out for Bessie.
Oh boy.
her, but also like anyone that I would know, like if they're watching me, kind of like
22.
Oh, it's like Jesus.
No.
kind of like bro dude that was in my room waiting for me. Like, can I just? I'll be
Looking for those types.
Yeah.
Okay, roll perception for me.
Are we all like together, kind of? Is that?
Oh no.
Except for Gilvin.
Well,
That's all.
No.
9. Okay. Good to know. You appear to have everything that you had on your person, and you have one additional item.
I slink back from the group a little bit and stuff.
Stealth. Where are you trying to hide?
In the crowds.
Behind a
Assassin's Creed style.
Trying to like
rub on everybody as you walk.
Sorry.
Group.
Yes.
Put it up.
Should I roll still?
Sure, yeah.
Hey, check your
1 million.
stuff.
All right, so you rolled a what?
A 23.
You're just trying to. Okay.
Hide from the rest of us.
Sure. What's all y'all's passive perception?
13.
I imagine not.
No, it can be higher 21. So.
Or no, that's
You're not. You're not.
You're not.
You're just not.
No, I just want to make sure I was.
You're looking at it right there.
Yeah, so y'all go and try and find a spot on the dock to have a seat.
have some lunch, man. It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it's lunch.
Is there any place to eat?
You guys even have
said, alright, sure. There's a fish stall.
Hello, ladies.
You're not there anymore.
Do I hear him say that?
Like,
You've given up your position.
like, not necessarily like hot dog cart. You know what I mean? Just a person. Just
A street fish taco stand.
There's easily enough you can find vendors selling
food
food.
truck scenarios.
Dockside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's what we're gonna do.
Alright, y'all want to pick up some lunch?
Some hush puppies and fried
We'll
fish.
say while they're doing that, you find them with Crumble in tow.
Yeah.
Wait. She followed us? I thought she was going straight there.
Cora went there. Crumble went with you.
Okay.
Write it down.
How much is lunch?
We'll say silver piece each.
Do you need silver pieces?
No, I'm good. Got it.
You got all the silvers to show me.
I'll have to break a gold for it.
That's fine.
But, alright.
How many silver do we have?
One silver.
He said how many in a gold?
10.
Oh, 10.
1 silver per gold.
Yeah. They're dimes. Copper pennies. Yeah. Electrum don't exist. These are the 50-cent pieces.
Because they're stupid.
Did you guys have any luck in where or solo?
I don't know.
Well, we think our vampires, yeah. Okay.
Scales?
Yes. I believe when I reached out to Bahamut,
I sit down with a fish taco.
There's this fun.
that he was undead of some sort. I don't know vampire or not vampire, but he is undead. And he is not rotting. So.
That. Your nose has proven pretty good before. He kind of like taps on your pendant.
Oh.
Hey, maybe there's more to this thing than I thought.
Puts his hand straight in your chest.
Taps on his nose.
No, you
I
can't
thought
do
that's
that.
what he did too. I was like,
Boom the mic.
Scales. Tell me, do you, I've heard of clerics and the like before doing a zone of truth. You do that? You know that thing? You know that stuff? No.
Wait, I thought didn't somebody have that before?
Later.
None of us.
You're
think
probably
that's a
thinking
3rd level
critical.
spell.
Maybe I don't know. Next level.
Maybe.
Interesting. So in the meantime, I've thought of a few more names. All relating to platinum. Guardians of the Eastern Wind. Wordy. Fancy. Platinum Blades.
Platinum what?
Blades.
Blades. They said ladies.
The Platinum Blades. I don't hate it. It doesn't really fit, but I don't hate it.
It is a brothel that would be seen.
No.
I got it. Platinum fire. That sounds fun.
We'll put the pin.
It just sounds fun.
We use fire all the time for
You.
things.
You use fire all the time.
Yeah.
And
I use
fall.
persuasion.
And me.
And you.
Magic.
Yeah, that's true. Half of the group.
And brute first.
But still, or the
Anyways, brings me to the next one. Platinum Force. Alright. The Platinum Veil. Cool, right? Platinum Wind. That's basically pretty good. That's all I got. Continue.
I like the first one best, actually.
Guardians
Remember
of the
the
Eastern
Guardians of
Wind.
the Galaxy?
What was the first one?
You know,
Guardians of the Eastern Wind.
That's a
It's very wordy. That's cool. Or you could take any of those things and put wind instead of platinum. Right? So, the wind blades. Right? Shit like that. They're all just words. No one cares.
Wind force.
The wind.
Throne part.
Wind veil. The veil of platinum wind. Like, you know, it's new words.
Platinum persuasion.
That's a lot of syllables. But, you know, it's
PP.
the song of platinum. Wind song.
Why songs? You're the only one that uses songs.
Well, he's the only one coming up with names for the most part.
I'll break this quill.
Anyways, back to business. We'll ruminate on this.
Alright. So, what are we thinking for approach here?
Do you think we should wait till the business closes or attack in the open? I mean, you guys have. What,
We could follow
probably
him after
more-
he leaves and see where he goes. If he is
Set a
somewhere where there's
trap
more
for him.
vampires.
Also,
That'd be the whole problem.
with 2 more places.
We do have
Check.
a rogue at our disposal. Sneaky.
Well, one night we could do a stake out at the brothel to see if that guy goes there, and then if nothing, maybe do the same thing at the. Where did he say it?
Your ability to detect evil things. Is this something that's daily or something you need to just rest a little bit to do again? If you catch my drift.
They're resting a little bit now.
Yeah, it's a long rest.
Okay. So we can do 1 more today.
2 more.
Why 2 more?
You got 5, right?
Well, we've already
We've done it at there were 6 places, and we've done it at all of them.
Yeah,
Well, we've done it at all 4 that we've been to.
Okay. So
that's what I was
one.
thinking. So we get 1 more. Because
I
definitely
think the
did it.
dirty sack would probably be. I don't know. The last brothel we were in was evil.
Maybe this is
Maybe
what
all
evil
brothels were
is.
evil.
Maybe everybody's just fucking evil.
Did you do it at the last brothel already, though?
Yeah.
No.
We were there, but I don't think
The
we.
brothel we burned down.
No. She means when we were at this one.
Oh, yeah, no.
I didn't have a. I didn't think. I should
No.
start doing it like everywhere we go.
This is where
Walking
you
to a
came.
place, yeah.
Literally.
Check for evil.
Really?
Well, it's a channel divinity, right?
Huh?
It's channel divinity. No, it's just its own thing.
So it's
Well, my
like
channel
noon, right?
video is just turn undead. That's all I know. Which
Afternoonish.
could be useful. Let's go.
Not super late.
Yeah, what, right now?
Yeah.
It's noon. We're eating lunch.
Yeah.
I was just thinking,
Lunch.
if
Where did
any
you get
time to
those
check the brothel, it'd probably be now because there are not many patrons. So if you need to get all the ladies in one area to check,
True.
it might be worth doing
It's a
now.
good call.
And calling the dirty side tomorrow after your arrest
Dwarf,
to check it.
Hey.
Hey.
what do you think? What do you think?
You have to sleep for 8 hours.
Do you think that there are more than
Sleep all
one
day.
one vampire working in separate areas?
It's worth-
Or do you think that they're likely together?
Should we wake up early?
It's
About time for
possible.
that.
Is it worth our time going to all these other areas if we know that there is one at this place?
More than likely, if there's more than one to be had,
They're all
they'll be
together.
nearby.
Or he'll lead us to them.
Yes.
That was my.
Yes. I want to. I definitely want to follow him. But I don't necessarily think we need to check these other two places, especially with what he just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might have just stumbled upon what we needed on the first one.
So we should probably figure out a plan, follow him to where he's going and set a trap of some sort or ambush him or
Yes, we should
at least see
decide.
what we're dealing with is if there's more than one, if there's a nest.
We should probably have.
Maybe our sneaky version.
Yeah.
Trying to sneak into said store.
Possibly.
Sneaky person.
But we maybe should not all follow him as well. Maybe just the sneaky of us
I'm not
can.
sure.
And the rest of you can be waiting in the wings somewhere that we can find you
Are
and
we,
get you to come before we attack.
are we just looking to get him, or
And make sure that there's no others.
I know they're.
It'd be silly to cut off his head and
Turn it.
there would be more that take his place.
Do you know the ways to confirm, other than our friend's ability here?
potentially? There are things that,
I mean, we did pick up some silver things.
They already told us those won't help. Yes.
there are those that he's of his ilk, if he is a vampire, need. If to dead down with the grave. They're good.
That monster manual that we bought, I want to like flip through it. Is there anything about vampires in that monster manual?
With sticks there.
You did. You got him. I think you got 5.
I mean, you have a dude whose job it literally is to hunt vampires.
True.
That you can ask.
I thought we already did.
We did buy a bunch of crap before
What
we
would-
talk to them.
What are their weaknesses? What can help us trap or kill them? You mentioned salt before, or water.
Running water.
Yeah,
I believe is what he said.
running water, sunlight, typically are bad things for.
Was it real dark and dingy in the bookshop?
Remember, there was just like one source of light, like behind a bunch of books
There were
somewhere or something
windows,
like
but they had like
Shit in front of them.
that. Newspaper.
yeah, like shades down.
So maybe me and Felvin, or any of you sneaky?
No. We're armed.
Yes.
That's still
Not super sneaky.
No
Got a
stuff.
+1.
So maybe me and Felv scope the place out and try to follow him, and then report back. Huh?
Invisible.
So I'm magically thinking.
Yes,
So I'm
correct.
sticky.
Yes. I just think that it shouldn't be just one of us, just in case we get into trouble.
Correct. Do any of you have a crossbow? How far away is that non-immune place?
Why do you want a crossbow?
Put a wooden stake in that bitch.
Good call.
And I'll sit there. I'm proficient with crossbows, so I can sit there invisible and just like wait, like boom, fall off. I don't know what sounds I'd make, but I guess it'd be something like that probably. So I'll just fucking drop it and get saucy.
Saul could, or never mind. Saul. Sorry.
It's alright.
Dry.
you
Could we have
saying
some
this out loud?
steaks? One each, maybe.
You saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sticks is a good way to go, but
You gotta get them while they're sleeping.
While they're sleeping.
So attacking them while they're awake will not help us.
Not with the stakes. You get them with a stake while they're in their place of rest. It's a good one.
Well, we're still
How
going to try and
else?
follow around.
Can you dispose of these creatures?
Sunlight running water.
It won't come back.
Can do. Most vampires that we've dealt with, at least, once you beat their physical forms enough, often they change into mist. It's nasty shit.
What do we do with the mist?
Puff it.
Is it hot?
You can try to take it out with, as I said, running water or sunlight. Finish the job.
Do any of you have access to running water or sunlight?
Or you can follow it back to its place of rest.
Did you just throw up on my
No. She makes the sounds.
She makes the sound.
Release the mist is going to go back to its resting place to try and recoup. That's when you follow it and hit it with the stake.
How fast is it when it's running away from us?
The mist?
Yeah. Is it something that we can follow? You've done this before, right?
In your professional opinion?
Yeah. Have you not killed vampires?
Would radiant damage do the same to sunlight? If it was the finishing blow.
Depends. What are you speaking of?
Holy spells.
Such as?
Smite be the only way to kill it.
Well, I mean, a smite is radiant damage, but then I also have, like, freaking.
Turn undead.
Well, I guess I don't have it right now. I was gonna say, yeah, there's only the radiant.
Yeah, I think it needs to be pretty, the
Sunlight.
real sunlight. Yeah.
Does turn undead do anything to it?
It is an undead creature.
It wouldn't kill it.
What if we get swarmed?
By running water, do you mean it has to be naturally running or
No, not necessarily.
pouring? Because I do have, as much as I hate to use it, I have a pony keg.
I'm not
Just
sure
fill
how to
it
do
with
this right.
running water and
Need a bit more than that.
Pour a cup of Aquafina in one thing. I mean,
whoosh.
None of you have water spells, right?
No, just a ray of frost.
it's really cold water.
Yeah, really cold.
Stall, can you make water or sunlight?
Yeah, y'all, I don't think so.
So I think our best bet would just be to follow it. Try to sneak and just follow it back. And
Yes.
And then
Find its place of
Place of
rest.
and then that's when we attack. And if it hears us and attacks us, then at least we still know exactly where it's going to rest. Does it always go back to rest in its grave? If it is missed?
Grave, potentially. They've got to at least have a piece of it, right? So, sometimes they'll keep their casket with them, wherever they are.
Does it have to
Dirt
be
from the grave.
But if
in a
we...
casket or can it be if there's
It's
more
gotta
of
be
these
their
things?
grave.
Okay.
What if where they rest is the same place they'll go as mist, though? He would not have another location where he
Great,
would
no,
move
that's
to.
where they've got to go back
Okay.
to recuperate.
Okay. So yeah, I think we should just follow him back to that point and attack him there.
Oh, you guys have that shared holding bag thing?
We do?
If you both are sneaking, we gave someone else the shared bag of holding. You could write the location of where you guys are sneaking to, so we could follow it.
Sure.
That way we wouldn't have to be in it.
You won't know when it's
any distance.
you won't know when it's in there, but you'll just have to keep reaching your hand in and hoping for a note, and then at some point get one.
Yeah, notification. Ding.
It doesn't ding.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's a good idea. So you could keep following farther behind us then.
Right. We wouldn't have to be so close, and we wouldn't
Have to be
give
so
it away,
far. Yeah.
You know, especially us as a bigger party.
Yes, that's a good idea. I'll give you mine. Since Dry can't read. And you're squishy.
Another idea. Are we trying to do this tonight?
Why not?
Like in-game trying to put.
We
Would it
all
not?
did.
Alright. Would it not be prudent to inform the town guard of what we're doing and what we may be dealing with? Perhaps they could dispatch a few extra men. I've never fought a fucking vampire. Sounds like it'd suck.
Yes.
Have you tried that route before?
It gets messy. We prefer to deal with it ourselves.
Would be their problem.
Does anybody remember if
I would say our
that
whole group.
temple
plus
that
you
helped
guys.
us with the fiend, if that same spell would work on undead, or if it was just fiends? Because if they could set a perimeter so it couldn't escape,
True.
I mean, still. I mean, I guess it has to go back to the place first, anyways.
Yeah, and we would follow it there.
I suppose we wait till there's a little later, and then you will sneak somewhere around the place.
Both of us, yes.
I don't think
well,
it'll take.
I'm only sneaking for an hour at a time.
You're doing this at the bookstore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then
I'll
I
be
should have
nearby.
one of the pouches. And
Oh.
you can have the other.
Before anyone leaves.
Yes.
So while we were visiting,
You haven't told us any of the stuff yet.
well, we're sitting down now. While we were visiting Nazareth, and oh man, what was that other guy's name? I have it.
Jagged.
Is the guy still with us, by the way?
Silverstone guy.
Yeah.
Jagged spoke to me about the plantation and the little girl distracted the guards. What?
I was gonna say maybe we should talk about this later. Yeah, we're in public and we have people who aren't part of the group.
Oh yeah.
Great. Setting up a table.
Another time.
What are we doing? I mean, there, later.
Yes, we'll meet at that alley maybe. We could come in one at a time into the alley and then over an hour or so and then hang out. And
We don't know when the bookstore closes.
Well,
So we kind of need.
he has Carter watching it right now.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we do have someone watching.
yeah.
Nay.
Is she able to get in contact with you quickly if he leaves?
She have to come find me. Or
So we wouldn't have anybody to follow.
Perhaps you should take your bag
Yeah.
and find her and kind of both skulk around. I'll keep the other bag and keep checking
Sure.
for a little note.
Yes. Okay. Can you give us maybe an hour and I'll come find you with her?
near the place.
Yes.
Nay.
Thank you.
Nay?
That's awesome. So the plantation stuff.
Should we maybe find a quiet place? Not on the docks.
Where are we sitting?
Not on the docks.
We're gonna
Is there other people like walking around and shit, or are we like off
Yeah,
to?
there's people. There's no one like
Eavesdropping.
you know
Okay.
like.
We're not in a super
paying
public place.
attention.
We're not being suspicious or anything.
Okay.
But she said she could distract the guards, as she
Yes.
did in the letter.
Yes.
And he said if they could make the tree line, I think most of them would prefer the freedom and taking a chance to be free. I was thinking when we leave this town, we're free. Now, I can get word to the girl from her caretaker. Send her a letter saying what night we'll be around.
Sure.
I prefer to do this before we pick a name for him. And then we can pick the name and be known for what we're really known for. And keep this under wraps for a little bit.
Sure.
To me.
Does anyone?
I agree. Do you have the note prepared for the caretaker?
I don't know how to.
Would you like it written for you?
Yes.
In someone's fancy writing, perhaps?
Yes.
That would not implicate us even if it was found?
That would be
Excellent. I will look at the Kama Sutra book. In the handwriting of the author, I will make a forged letter in that handwriting to the girl through the caretaker.
You drawing pictures?
What are you putting in the letter?
No. I, of course, will not be sending it now. But, let's see. What was the girl's name? We know because she signed the one thing.
Marcella.
Marcella. Say to Anya, or whatever her name is, right?
Anya Lane.
That's right, because it's almost a stripper name. Anya Lane. Let's say, a gift to your dear Marcella
from
friends of hers and friends of Nazareth.
Nazareth.
Yeah. ETH.
On
I'm sorry, Nezroth.
Nezroth.
I will leave a blank spot
Nezroth.
on the night of the little space star. Have her
Nazareth.
distract the guards and blah blah blah. Because I see in the calendar here there's a shooting star, an evening star, and a morning star within the next 4 days. So that way we'll know what day she'll do it.
Which star?
I don't know yet. I'm leaving it blank because we're not giving it to anyone yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just like write it out and sign it.
On the full moon or on this or that.
Well,
This, yeah, whatever star you were gonna
yeah,
pick.
I didn't do it yet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The whatever star. And then just vaguely sign it, like sincerely, and we'll leave it blank if we
So,
want
I
to
mean,
put our group name or not. We'll decide later.
Those are not like.
Your friends.
Those are like shooting stars.
Well, there is a shooting star, but like an evening star and a morning star is not. Like, those occurrences are not things that you would necessarily know when they're gonna happen.
Oh, well then, I will still leave it blank. The point is, I don't want to dedicate a day yet. Yeah. I was just trying to be faithful.
Thursday.
I figure on the day when we send it, we'll make sure it gets sent that day and say like tonight or tomorrow or whatever, depending on what it is. That's all.
So, Jerry, this is
Make a performance check.
freeing these people, and would you be interested in also freeing other people like them as we go from town to town?
Yes.
12.
Any slaves we come across.
At least doesn't look like my handwriting.
Any slaves or just the ones being mistreated?
Any slaves.
All the slaves are being mistreated.
Right.
It's part of
You
the
know
job
what it is
title.
to be a slave. I guess you don't.
I mean, I know hard work, but well, being forcibly having to do it.
How close is Iron Post to where we are? Could I run back there and back within the hour?
Yeah.
Okay. I will show them the note, be like, oh, keep with me, I'm not sending it now. But I need to go run an errand. I will be back.
We will wait.
You go to the Iron Post.
Yeah. I want to mail that necklace to my mother. And, wherever the fuck I'm from.
Well,
Knight's
damn.
Keep.
What?
So,
Slaves from there.
Who's the
shit.
You don't know.
any of these places.
It's on the
I'm looking at the map, already.
southern continent.
You can't read it.
I can't read it.
I think these are trees.
So, which mountain is it by?
That's the dragon, and that's the dragon. That's the water dragon.
Cargo is not real risky, but that's a big jaunt. For just like one man to run it.
Yeah.
Hire one of those carts for the little people to carry it.
That's okay. Mommy dearest.
Doing it?
Yeah.
He's a mama's boy.
Of course, I sent a little deal. With it.
Would you, if you would like, you can write something out.
Yeah.
Send it later. If you want to do it.
That's all. Then run back.
While we're just sitting there at the picnic table, I pull out that kid's book and I look at Dryer and I'm like, Dryer, I'm going to teach you how to read stuff. Yes. And so I want to sit there and try and teach him how to read, or at least like show like words and pictures and
I'm all about it.
try and help him out with it.
What is this bear thing?
Kind of like go by it like day by day.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay. How long do you want to take right now to do it?
Just however long we're just gonna sit here. I mean, just to pass time. That's all we're doing.
This is how you spell your name. This is the J.
I mean, let's start with something.
Yeah, his name is complicated.
Signed J.
I don't even know my letters yet.
That's the easy one to learn.
Alright. Got an alphabet book.
I like it. Very nice.
Yes.
Alright, well, eventually rejoins you. Time is passing. Is there something you want to do to pass time? You're
I-
for a particular time?
Tell them that if we're in need of more money, the magpie has work for us.
The magpie.
Magpie.
Yes, we can go see the locksmith again.
Oh.
What kind of work?
I don't know. I
That's
received
part
a
of the
note
mystery.
a while back.
I wonder where you went. Fair.
Well,
Well, let's
does it say when to meet
see
them?
what
or-
that's. What that entails.
We'll see if we are alive tomorrow.
We have time now to pass before
I
the
thought we
book.
had within an hour to meet. You had
Oh, true. Yes, that's true.
It's also, it's still daylight, so it depends on what you.
We could
still
walk
be
back and let him know that we'll
I'll still be there.
be back. Maybe give them one of the. I can give him my bag and then meet him after, so they can notify us if we need to.
That's right.
We'll just check your bag constantly.
Just keep your hand in the bag. And then fingers?
Fair.
Suspicious.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay. So we go see the locksmith.
Dragon. And on our way, I was thinking, one of the things I was thinking after you mentioned this kind of being your mission, and we've been talking about a group thing, is getting away, like a word to the slaves that we're trying to free. I thought something either through song or poem or something that they just whisper to each other is like the east wind blows. Or something. I don't know if y'all hear
The
or
east
get
wind-
into a song or
Of course, I can make it up to
Even just as you said, in continent, say,
Yes. I believe.
the east wind blows.
Yeah.
or even when you greet them, just like
The east wind
the east wind
blows.
blows, brother. Something.
Follow them.
Sorry, this is me laughing in my own brain.
I like that.
Like Journey or whatever, Dust in the Wind.
What can
Kansas. That is Kansas.
So you guys want to see the
Back. Remove that from the recordings.
Edit that out.
Such dishonor.
We need you to clap again.
So before we went to the locksmith, I wanted to go and give them my bag or whatever, and kind of tell them that we have another errand to run, but to let us know if he leaves or if there's any close shop or anything suspicious happens.
Close down like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, that means we should have like 2 more hours.
Alright, so you drop off your bag, you head to the locksmith's. Walking inside, you see the halfling gentleman that you saw there before, Tarpos. He's got his sleeves rolled up, his tattoos and things peeking up on his forearms. Lock the door.
What did you say his name was? Tarpos?
Wait, is he talking to us to lock the door, or is he saying to one of his compatriots?
No, he sees you walk in and tells you to lock the door.
Okay, I'll lock the door. After we all get back. We're all
You have
there?
work for us?
Did we all go?
The locks.
Unless you didn't want to.
I would expect. Do you not want to go?
Do you want to keep eating fish tacos and we leave those in the
Yeah, I'm gonna stay and just bask in this lovely scene.
So you're not going?
I'm not going with them, no.
That's a choice. Alright.
That's my choice.
That is your choice. That's fine.
Stay there.
Alright, so the rest of you except for Regina. Walk in the locksmith, he tells you to lock the door behind you. I haven't necessarily got work for you, but Magpie does. If you want it. She's heard some tell about what you're doing around town. She knows you're strong, wants to see if you're clever as well. Honest work for honest pay if you're interested.
Honest work.
honest work.
Honesty being relative. Oh, and as a side note, you asked about interesting items last time you were here. Got a few things you might want to see.
Sure.
Work or the goods?
The goods.
Sure. Well, I've got this. He pulls out, looks to be like a small lock-picking tool. It has a tooth on the end of the handle. This is going to make your life a lot easier picking locks. Temporarily.
Explain.
Doesngrupdoesn't last forever. But a couple of times it does work. It's going to be a lot easier for you. You'll get a +4
Holy shit.
to checks using thieves' tools.
So on blocks that look harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tooth.
How many uses?
It's called the sweet tooth pick. The tooth at the end will decay after each successful check, and after 3 successes, the tooth rots away entirely, and the rest of the pick with it.
But on failed attempts, nothing happens.
Correct. So it's a +4
Damn.
until you have 3 good ones.
How much is that?
150 gold.
Damn.
What else do you have?
The other thing you really might like. He pulls out a little coin. Call this the all or nothing coin. Once a day you can flip this little baby instead of taking your usual stab at fate. And either it works or it doesn't. So instead of rolling a d20, you can once a day flip a coin, and it's either a critical success or critical failure.
Oh.
You can use it on an ability check, an attack, a saving throw, any one thing per day.
How much?
500.
Those are tempting. What's the work?
Sets the coin down on the table just so you can see it.
What was that the only 2
Those were the only 2, yes.
You asked for a reasonable price range.
Well, what else do you have?
That's what we got that's reasonable.
What's unreasonable?
Things you can't afford, kid. So it'll work. Now the Emerald Union. You guys familiar with that at all?
No.
Well, shit. All of you probably would be at least in Gilman.
Oh, yeah. Emerald Union?
Yeah, they're so the Emerald Union is a somewhat monastic order. Their goal is to preserve knowledge, right? So, written texts, works of art, poetry, song, artifacts, even things, anything, right? Their whole goal is to make sure that it does not fall into, ruin or be completely forgotten. It has a place somewhere, right? So there's the Emerald Archive is the big one, right? That's up in Blackfire. But they've got, smaller kind of satellite locations around, right? Emerald repositories. We got one here. Now, they have the mask of a past magpie. The current magpie wants it back.
You said that it's a mask?
Yes. Mask of a past magpie. Lost it, some 200 years ago, escaping out of ice. They've got it. Current magpie wants it back. No death, no trail. Good money. Think you guys can handle that?
I have money, like I could get hold of some of those things that are out of the price range.
I don't speak for magpie, but I would imagine.
Yes, it seems like something we could handle.
No killing. They cannot know you were there. Fair?
Fair.
Magpie runs a tight ship.
Could you show us what this mask might look like? So we have an idea of what we're looking for.
It's the only one in the place. You can find it.
What is the security?
It's for you to find out. I'm just giving you the job, man. You in?
We're in.
Good. When you got the mask, come back to me and we'll work out what happens next.
Are we the only ones currently on this job?
Yeah. Magpie is not in the habit of giving jobs to multiple people. Creates error. She's not a fan of that.
Okay, question. Since you said Gilbert would know of them, what does he kind of know about them? Like, are they like kind of stuffy people that nobody likes and like takes other people's culture sort of thing, or is it like a good standing sort of or preserved?
Monks that run a library.
Right,
Is that
right.
Emerald Union?
Yes.
You're trying to wait.
Just because she knows of them, of the backstory.
Right.
Yeah. Just kind
What
of
kind of-
get a feel of what they're viewed as in society. If they're like
A positive thing or a negative thing.
neutral.
Generally positive. There is occasionally like a bit of a
Clashing of.
there is occasionally a bit of a clashing of wills, especially with the Enclave Arcanum, which, as a reminder, is the sort of council organization of prominent magic users. They're kind of the authority on that type of going on, and they act as counsel to the throne as well.
there's occasionally a bit of a clashing of wills between those two organizations because the Emerald Union is prone to also keep and protect things that are deemed extremely dangerous. They think that those things are just as important as the things that aren't. The extremely dangerous things are the ones that they tend to be keeping locked up real tight in the archive in Blackfire. But there are those who are members of the Arcanum who might want access to those things or think that they should be destroyed, or so there's some political push and pull.
Okay. Do you happen to know what this mask that they're looking for does? Other than it being a past mech, I'm guessing it's got some other sort of significance.
It's a piece of her history. She wants it back. What more do you need to know?
Did we talk about how much it pays? Or is that when we come back?
He said it, he believes
I don't
it's a
speak
lot,
for
but
Magpie.
he isn't.
So it's a very open-ended job. I'm just here. I play the song. We go back.
I mean, we can always check it out and see what the risk would be, and if we think it's worth
I feel like we took the job, so seems like that kind of place.
Just don't know if
Sounds good. I'm assuming there are no more questions since Ola has wandered away. All good?
it. And then I can make it.
We'll see you later.
Does friend here want to buy? Or any of you?
Either
I don't know,
lock,
Saul, do you want to buy?
it was a lockpick and it was a what?
They spend all my money, y'all.
Oh, the fancy dice thing, whatever. Did you say how much either were?
Yeah, the pick is 150. And the all or nothing coin is 500.
I do not want to buy anything.
I set down 600 gold for both.
Done.
I should have done that mic'd up.
Guess it was free.
I set down 600 gold for both.
Done. Ching.
What was the lockpick called?
It is called Sweet Tooth's Pick. You're getting all the goods this session, man. You get the lifetime eye, Sweet Tooth's Pick, and then the all or nothing coin.
Does Sweet Tooth's Pick have a way to mark how many times I've used it, or do we just have to keep track?
I believe I put charges on it.
Okay, cool.
That don't replenish.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay,
600 gold.
sweet.
We got a whole bunch of more slaves.
And then what's the coin called?
You gave 2 slaves.
We leave.
Where we going?
I suppose back to the...
Yeah, back to the guy.
Yeah.
Have you been reaching in your pouch, Phil?
Back to the game.
Yes, I will look in my pouch for a note.
You look in your pouch. There's no.
No note. Note.
No.
I say no note.
What time is it?
It's, like afternoon.
3 o'clock? 4:30? 2:30.
Should the rest of you maybe be back at a couple blocks away, or... And then we can just give you directions. Or I can just give you directions, and I'll send them to find you.
Do you have paper? Or something that you could write and keep putting in the pouch and send?
Do I have
You
paper
also need paper to reply?
and something to write with?
Wait, why we didn't hear a call?
Is this something I would have to have in my inventory, or would I just have
Those are
paper?
things you can have in your inventory.
Is it good?
I do not have
Actually,
paper
I think
or...
I have paper, because I got a bunch of paper to send people letters.
And to write
Yes.
a living will.
And
Yes.
write content, so
Yes.
I'll give you some paper.
Do you have anything to write with?
I got a ink.
How much paper and ink do you give me?
No quill.
Yeah, send a quill.
3.
How big are the portraits?
How long of a letter are you writing to Felv?
Just asking.
We're sharing diagrams from that book.
Yeah. So we just pull out some pages from the book. All right. We talk about how many buildings away they're going to stay, and I go back and tell the other two to meet them over there and take back the bag. And then I stay stealthily and watch.
The bag goes to Gilvin, right?
No, Felv has one bag and I have the other bag.
I thought you guys were going to be good. How are you going to tell us to...
I think he can't. No, well, I'm going to write instructions on where I'm at. And then Felv will look at them. And then follow along with you guys as the group.
You'll be with us.
Because you can only be stealthy for 1 hour. And so maybe I'll have you sneak up when we get closer to something that looks like a graveyard.
Surprise attack.
That sounds good.
Right? Does that sound like a plan?
We do that.
How many times can you make? You can't make me invisible, right? You can just make yourself invisible. Can you make me invisible and still have enough to make you invisible later? But it would only make me invisible for an hour, so.
Yeah.
Concentration says near you.
How long? How long?
But, yeah,
So it's like 3 p.m.
Where's
Where?
I'm at that alley that was like where we could still see the other building, but where they've been waiting and watching from.
Okay, I mean they've just been kind of hanging out like on the street nearby.
Well, I think we would have told them to go in the alley, right? Because they
an alley like a couple streets down. They wouldn't do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was a couple streets down. I thought it was like across the street and like a building down. Okay. So they've just been. Were they disguised at least? Were they just wearing?
Like they're nonchalant. It's like a city thoroughfare.
Okay. They're not wearing like Silver Sun.
breastplates?
Yeah. Emblemed on their
breastplates.
armor and.
Close on.
Okay. Alright.
They're professional.
Okay. So yeah, then I'm just gonna be stealthy across the street and one building down from it, eating a fish taco.
Okay, get on the rooftop.
Be cool. Just watching.
Yeah, but what if he goes down a different block? We'll then have to come down off the roof and go back up on another roof. You don't know how far the streets are across.
I like these cars.
How far are we from like the Temple District area?
Yeah, I think King's Landing.
Not real far.
I'm gonna wander over to Palor's temple.
Let's go.
I'm going to wander over to Palor's temple.
I'd like to join you.
I'm hanging out by the water.
Should I roll a stealth check?
I mean, you're like, I guess you're a little
Regina.
not real far. Okay.
Yeah, either way,
10, 15.
still gonna wander that way.
Did you roll a stealth check?
It did just blend into the street. Sure.
A nonchalant check.
Yeah, I don't know. You're just watching the building from the outside.
So I don't need to.
Quarantine yourself.
Oh yeah, wait, did anybody go get Regina?
I'm wondering if I should.
She's just
Yes.
hanging out, man.
You should definitely go get Regina.
Okay, I'm gonna go get Regina. I bring her back to the place we
Okay.
I go stealth.
Everybody, the whole party is splitting up.
Yeah.
We all know how well that
Time
goes.
to freaking kill, man.
Alright.
We think?
You go to the Temple of Palor.
Yes. Do I see Dalen, my man,
Walking in.
Christopher Lee, walking?
Yeah. I mean, you see.
Hey,
you see-
Dalen, how's it going? I don't say that. Come on.
I was saying.
Is he there?
I'm here.
Hey. So, I had a quick question. I was hoping you would answer me. Palor is the god of the sun, correct?
Yes.
Within your paladinly priestly rights, do you have the ability to make sunlight in a offensive manner?
I do not.
And your buddies?
It's possible. I don't know that we would have anyone here capable of doing such besides Boldrick.
Is Boldrick around?
He looks over to the other side of the room. It's the man here that you spoke with the first time.
Oh, who the fuck was Dalen? Why'd I write him down?
Dalen
Baldrick
like
was, god damn it.
Was he the guy that...
That's the one I was hoping to talk to. I hit the wrong name. Anyways, Well, thanks for your time, Dan. I'm gonna go talk to Baldrick. High five. I don't know. Anyways, Baldrick, do you have a moment?
Yes.
So,
You've returned.
I have another question for you.
Of course.
Do you have the ability to make sunlight in an offensive manner?
I do.
Excellent. Have you ever hunted a vampire?
No.
Okay. Would you like to?
No.
But would you do it anyways? If you're...
Currently, no. From what I understand, there are Knights of the Silver Sun here anyways.
They do not have the ability to make sunlight, and apparently sunlight is how an easy way to kill these beasts.
Surely they have other methods. It is their
Correct.
duty, yes?
I mean, if you think a sharpened table leg is stronger than you,
I do not profess it to be stronger than me, but I also do not profess myself to want to do this task now. Nor do I have the time.
you don't have the time to kill a vampire in your own city.
Not when there are others here capable of doing so.
But you are the most capable. Surely you must see that.
You handled a fiend the other day, did you not?
Right, I didn't need sunlight for that, though. Yeah.
They created a barrier. You did the deed. You have strength. Use it.
Okay. But if I become a vampire and I come back, I'm coming for you first.
There I will use my sunlight on it.
Yeah. We will see how good it works. I turn around and leave.
You go over to your like.
Thanks again.
No. No.
You go get Regina. Felv goes off to the Temple District.
My patience is very thin with temples. Apparently.
Olaf. Slipping up on your name there. As you're chilling and watching, you kind of like look over to the side and you see Cora coming up from where her and Crumble were. Hey, I think he slipped out.
The back. Do we have eyes on him?
Crumble's trying to get my hand now, but he's been fast.
Alright, let's go.
You and Cora and Crumdoll kind of like split up and you're trying to follow him. He's walking.
I tell them, cut off, go meet the others. Let me go alone.
What? Both of them?
They're not sneaky, right? Do either of them seem sneaky?
Sneaky?
Yeah.
Cora, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cora, come with me. Crimdoll, go let the others. I'm gonna invite them a note, but meet the others where we suggested. I'll keep giving you guys tabs.
Heads over to the alleyway.
I write a note to everyone and put it in the bag that says that he's
Cora
left
nods to you and then
and start going
starts
directions.
to strafe off to the other side of the street.
Yeah.
I'll eventually check. Who knows someone I'm mad at Taylor and all of his followers right
So he's kind of walking down the main thoroughfare, ducks down a side alley.
now. Bright piece of shit.
Soon you're approaching. You
Cautious, yeah.
cautiously turn the corner, roll perception check.
Instead of turning the corner, can I be... I'm still gonna roll a perception check, but can I be across the road and act like I'm just walking down the other way, not caring, and then just like look, rather than being like around a corner like, huh?
Yeah, so you kind of
Put my hand
across.
on his chest.
Say Cora's on the side that he is, and she kind of just like stops
Yeah, look
before
over
the
here.
turn and like
Okay.
watches you.
I'm rolling perception. 20.
You see like down the alley, you just see like the of a cloak going down, taking another right.
Take off a little bit quicker, but still stealthily.
Moving up, you kind of like nod to her. She like follows you in, keeping just a little bit of a distance back from you. You get up to that turn. How do you approach that?
This time I will just speak around. Yeah.
Another perception check.
Nice.
Yeah. It's usually an arrow.
again.
Just bolt right to the head. 6.
No. Wait, perception though, right?
Peek around the corner.
Yeah. Right, perception. Yeah, 6. Nothing.
Ghost.
I ask her, is there any way you can track him, find him? Do you have anything to sense him?
Magic. I got good eyes and sneaky.
Can I investigate, like walk down there and see if I can see any tracks or anything like that? Listen, here, see if I can hear any sounds or anything like that, whatever. I can
Roll
do.
investigation. You're walking down the side.
16.
16. Looking around, the streets are cobblestone, so we have tracks, not so much. Trying to find things that might be disturbed or anything like that. Nothing's jumping out at you.
Is it still going down or is it a dead end?
It opens up into the street.
Okay, I sent her down to look, and then I'm just going to look around to see if I see any hidden doors or anything like that.
Okay. With your investigation check, you don't find anything like that.
Okay, so then I go down with her.
She goes to the street. She will roll perception.
Have I noticed the note thing yet?
Sure.
Okay.
It's the note you said to meet. Where they're supposed to meet, right?
Well, and then I kept ripping pieces off and giving it to them to tell them what street we're on, so that they have directions to get to where we're at.
Yes, you've noticed some notes coming through.
I will quickly make my way back to where the group is. If I'm not already there. It's goes away. We need to go.
Do you go to her?
Yeah.
Like on the street? Okay, you like walk up.
This way.
Looking around. Fucking going. Do you see him?
No, he might be invisible.
At least we know he's not home.
Sure. All right, I write a note that we lost him, that we're going back to the bookstore to look around.
Did I do that? Am I back to the area yet?
You're aware he's like streaming your notes.
Yeah.
Tweets.
Yeah. 140 characters of like, where'd it go?
Yeah.
So, I see. I want to go to the bookstore.
So,
Is anyone else there besides Scales? And
Or did I get Regina?
I guess you would have gotten Regina and probably gone to where Crumdoll went. Because you didn't have the notes coming.
Right.
But you and Cora get back to the bookstore in the vicinity nearby. You catch up with Fel and Jirai.
is the door locked?
we can find out, yes. We should probably get the rest of the group, though.
What the fuck are they?
They're back at the first meeting
Yeah.
place.
We'll say you can collect them real quick.
Okay, we collect them. They would have been pretty close to the bookstore anyways. Okay. I check for traps and see if the door's locked.
Just going to the front door.
No, let's look around. I want to look at... Yeah. I forgot it's like in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I was just gonna walk away and
I look
have
around.
someone
Are there
try
any
to- I'm like,
windows
oh,
on the
there's
side of the
photos, and walk
building
away.
or a back door?
It doesn't look like the bookstore is locked and closed for the day or
Yeah, is it still open? Are there people still coming in and out?
open.
I mean, no, you don't see people over there. You gonna try the door? Or anything?
Yeah, I just try the front door. Just try to open it like I'm a normal patron.
It is locked.
Okay. So I go around the side of the building, if there is a side of the building.
There are sides.
Okay. I look for any windows or any other way out.
There are windows along the sides on both the first and second floors. And there are also, like, if you're standing in front of the building looking at the double door, there's 2 windows above it on the second floor as well.
Okay. Anything in the back doors or back
You do not see back doors.
cellar entrance. Alright. I try one of the side windows. Check for traps.
Roll research check. Tricks.
23.
23. You do not see any traps.
Is it locked?
It is currently.
I try to pick it. Normal.
Roll
Not a special pick. $24.
sort of slip your tool in between the side of the window and knock aside the lock. Click.
Open it. Peek my head in.
Push aside the what the fuck, shade. Look in. Feeling for anything.
People.
See if it's occupied. Roll for something.
I mean, like, again, any kind of traps or anything I need to worry about, but also to see if there's people standing there looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
You don't
There's
see
an arrow
any
pointing at your
people
face.
immediately.
How high is the second floor? Ballpark.
Like 15 feet.
This was investigation? Or perception?
Yeah, I mean, you don't see any people like immediately obvious.
6.
6. Yeah, I mean, you don't see that.
I like to do something stupid too. Scales. Come with me for a second.
It looks clear in here.
I want to go to the second or the same alley or whatever, and like put me on your shoulders.
Oh.
I want to mage hand and unlock one of the top windows, because it's a point I can see within range.
Well,
So I can
okay.
and I can unlock shit with it.
Are you proficient with thieves? Do you have thieves tools?
No, it's mage hand. I can put my hand on the other side and unlock it from the inside.
Nice.
Windows.
So your hand apparates in between the shade and the window. The shade you kind of see like get pushed away. Shows up.
Magic.
So you're trying to unlatch it.
Or push it, unlatch it, whichever one first. It lasts for a minute, so.
You can venture a guess as to where the latch probably would be.
Yeah.
So kind of just maneuvering your mage hand around a little bit for 10, 15 seconds, whatever. Like
Shift around like an idiot. Yeah.
Going back and forth. You eventually like.
Yeah.
It's like sticking a little bit. You got it up like
Yeah.
6 inches or something.
Throw me.
Don't tell them.
Because you're how tall? You're like 7 feet tall, right? Hands all the way up. That's like 9 feet. I'm like 4 feet tall. So I should only be like a foot or two away from the ledge. So you should only have to go like. You'd be like.
True. Do I have to roll for it?
Roll strength, sir.
She could still get a 1.
Light me up, fam.
Alright, we're good. 17.
Okay.
He gives you a little boost. Wow, so you're just trying to like grab onto that ledge?
Yeah.
Right.
Or was a 17 could I just throw him in the window?
Nope, because it's only
It's only
Throw me through the window.
Not much.
yeah.
Oh!
You got like 6 inches.
I thought he
Because the window got
It was
stuck.
sticking.
son of a bitch.
Cool.
I was sticking to the magic.
Athletics. See if you can hang on.
17.
17.
Ooh.
So you get boosted. It's like you're like weightless for a second. You've never felt this before.
I'm just
You're like waiting for him to drop, but he's hanging on by his fingers.
To try and wiggle in or whatever I gotta do.
So you're gonna have to get the window open more probably to climb through it.
I want to try and use the back of my head to do that. Though. Like,
how long?
6 inches should be enough to like shove my little gnome head in sideways at
How
least. And
long
like,
are my javelins?
that's a lot better idea.
Well, you can attack from them 10 feet away, right? Or no,
Could've
not
been like-
spears. Yeah, it's just 5 feet.
I don't know. Javelin's probably like 4 foot or something like that.
About as tall as I am.
Yeah. So
How?
it wouldn't get anywhere.
What if I could take it and like jump up a little bit?
John, climb in the window.
I would go in the window.
Yeah. This is all it works and not do anything, but
So you go in the window.
yeah, I'll be hanging there too.
I just see him like this with his head, like trying to open the window, and I just go in the window.
I'm on the second floor.
Inside dig your head into the 6 inch.
Right. Who knows if it's locked?
Okay,
Here.
Gilman's gonna like.
Eat a fish taco.
Probably the best
Eating a fish taco and kind of like seeing if anybody is noticing
Yeah. Keeping a
people
lookout.
in the alley messing with windows and shit.
Oh god, I mean you're a group, yes.
Yeah.
they're in the alley messing with windows.
We're just mostly fucking around like idiots.
You go inside. It is the bookstore as you remember. Appears to be unoccupied.
Okay. I look around for like any back rooms or trapdoors or places where money would be too. Because I'm a little low.
On the first floor.
Yeah. First floor first.
Is everyone else just hanging out outside?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, kind of just trying to see
11.
if anybody is noticing us and taking notice.
11.
11.
I mean, there's his desk at the end of the room. Yeah, I kind of like look through the drawers and stuff.
Yeah, but like putting everything back like it should be.
Yeah, you're mostly finding just like paper. He's got like random books and stuff scattered about, clothing, that kind of thing. There's like a drawer that's entirely candles, and you can see there's still like the candles that were last time you were here, or you assume, or potentially new candles by now. You're not really sure. Are like still on the desk lit as they were.
They're lit. That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's about it. But as you're looking around and everyone else is standing outside, and Felb is hanging from the fucking window, Cora is like, Jesus fucking Christ. She's like, everybody, just get the fucking inside. Just get the fucking inside.
All right, I go unlock the front door.
For him, could I use my thaumaturgy? Because he brought up a good point about the second floor windows.
I also
It's not
unlocked the
locked.
one I'm at, so.
Thaumaturgy
Well,
says...
he has unlocked it. Or,
Oh yeah, he did unlock it.
It's just
But
like
it
6
says you instantly cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
They're gonna be like, boom!
the window you're
Yeah, it's stuck no more, motherfucker.
How loud was it?
fucking hilarious.
And then I run off the alley, like I run away.
What if we get attacked now?
We're not getting attacked.
He only did it to the one window. So, wow. So your window suddenly opens. You're trying to scramble up. As he's scrambling, although you unlocked the front door, you said Cora is like ushering people in. Crumdle like goes in.
Go in against.
From the front door?
Regina, you go in. Jiraiya, you go in.
Huh? No.
No.
Well, can we go in like nonchalantly? Like,
Yeah, people don't know the place is closed. You just look like patrons.
I feel like
You're all standing at Cora is like looking fucking anxious because everyone's standing around looking suspicious as fuck. And she's just like, get the fuck inside.
I'm
Gina
just
does
saying.
her thing and stays back, so she just
I
stays
don't need
back
to be in there.
on the bench.
Do I see stairs that go up?
Eat a fish
I'm not gonna
taco.
investigate nothing.
Yeah, I
I
know.
work on my rehab.
Oh my.
There are stairs that go. So Jiraiya and Regina have stayed outside.
They're reading
Everyone
his
else has
book.
gone inside.
Yeah, we're
So,
reading the child's book.
Give me an
together
athletics
again.
check. Try and scramble up that boy.
I'm
14.
mainly reading too.
14. You scramble in that window.
Cool. My inside
There are
now.
stairs. So everyone's gotten in. Cora shuts the door behind her and like locks it again.
Shutting the window.
Good deal.
Invisible.
She looks at you. Did you shut that side window?
I go shut the side window.
Is there anything in here?
Left invisible.
No.
Where the fuck is the scaly guy?
I don't know.
And the weird girl. What
They're not here.
what are you fucking people doing, man?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've been in here. You came in. You told me where
They're
they're at.
keeping a lookout or something.
I hope
You want me
so.
to jump, climb?
Can I check the stairs and
Before I fucking do
towards? Is there a door at the top of the
He
stairs?
also had a side window open on the bottom floor that you guys just ignored.
There's a side door.
I opened the window and went through it.
Everyone ignored it.
We unlocked the front door.
Have you guys?
Yeah. After
And then
no
you
one
didn't-
keeping the window after him.
Wow.
I do different shit.
And we wouldn't have been able to fit in that window.
We like to live our lives differently.
No,
And I bailed.
that's fine.
I'm out.
So, everyone's inside except for Regina and
I did my
Jiraiya.
part.
All the windows and doors are now shut. Front door is locked again.
Close combat's not for me, so I'll stay up.
There are stairs. What are you looking for?
Mostly any like humanoid thing first to make sure no one's gonna murder me.
Perception.
11.
11. See no humanoid thing.
That's good.
But you do see on the second floor
I jump out the window.
a monster. No.
A coffin.
No, it appears to be like a living space. You know, as if he's the floor is his home.
Does it look used?
Yeah. There's a bed, a couple of bookshelves. There's like a side table. He's got a couple like piles of books kind of scattered around.
Does the bed look used?
You're not up there. But that's what I was going to ask. I was thinking, like, can I go like smell the bed and make sure, like, see if it's like used?
Investigation check, and although you can join him upstairs at this point as well.
Okay. I start looking for hidden compartments and
18.
shit.
Investigation.
Gilbert like look at
16.
18.
God damn, y'all greatly. Investigation.
18.
18.
Or plus 4. 16.
Plus 4 saved my ass, too.
15. 18 on the bed.
Yeah.
From what you can tell, it looks used. Sheets and like blankets and stuff have wrinkles and.
On one side or both?
Wow.
He liked that book. That's all I'm saying. Maybe those are fucking bitches.
Are there 2 depressions or just one in the middle?
Pretty much what I was going for.
It's general use. You don't. It's kind of spread out, you know. Inspecting the bed in particular, though, you kind of like look around, look underneath. As you like peel up the sheets and stuff and look underneath.
A poisonous snake.
There's a dead body.
Dirt. Under the bed.
Under the bed.
Move the bed.
On the second floor?
A
Who the
large
fuck do you think I
amount
am?
of dirt.
Well,
Can't move a bed.
grave dirt, right?
I'm a little man.
Figure it out. Grave dirt.
Figure it out.
You did say no, not there. Yeah.
How much dirt is there? How much dirt?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, is
Oh,
there
should I know I'm not
like
there?
a dusting of dirt or like feet of dirt? Is there like dirt like spread out like dusting or like a shit ton of dirt?
It's a shit ton of dirt. It's not like several feet because there's not that much room.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dirt under the bed.
Okay. Like more than a backpack full? How about I'm going to start casting prestidigitation on it to clean it.
What the fuck?
But that might be his
You just
dirt.
make clean
I know.
dirt. It doesn't make the dirt go away.
Okay.
People clean filter.
But what if he notices? Are we gonna hang out in his
Where's he
bedroom?
going to
till
go to
comes home?
regenerate then?
No, I think he'll regenerate here.
Now there's no fucking dirt.
Okay.
What if we do something to the dirt?
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do something.
You're not there.
I'm not there.
You're reading ABCs.
All right. Fair enough.
You are.
I'll be like,
Little owl there.
I'll run towards like what I expect would be the stairs going downstairs.
Winnie the Who.
Okay, you have Olo up there with you as well.
And me.
Oh, is up here now?
Yeah. And
Oh.
Gilbert.
Bag of holding. Shovel that fucking dirt in there. Get all that dirt. Put all that dirt in the bag of holding.
Well, I ask Cora and the other dude, does this seem like his resting place?
All that dirt, I would assume.
If we put in a bag of holding, will he heal in a bag of holding?
There's,
I think you would have to get to
The bag of holding?
his resting place.
If we disturb it, will he know?
Well, yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, when he gets back, surely.
Fuck
Okay.
Get
If
all
we
the dirt.
kill him and this is gone,
Here's the question: if this is gone, and we missed him, where the fuck is he gonna go?
I know exactly where I'm gonna put him. Get the fucking dirt. Just do it. Come on. Just get the fucking dirt. Put it in the bag of
Thing is,
holding.
if he's just
We're gonna
missed
put it in the Temple of Palor. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a big pile of dirt in front of their fucking altar and see what happens. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh my.
Someone bring the
I like
Huh.
I like
Are you busy? You busy right
I'm
now?
not gonna lie, that's badass.
That's what we're gonna do.
Criminal's like,
And
That's great.
we're gonna wait
I
there.
love
What's
it.
he gonna do?
We're gonna
Sniff out
fucking
his own
stab
little
him.
dirt pile?
Yes.
in
I
somebody's
did.
ass.
Sorry, I got so excited I forgot my accent.
Gilvin,
This is what we're gonna fucking do.
We're gonna fucking put dirt in Temple Paylor.
We're gonna get the
I
bag
love
of
it.
holding, and he's gonna take out that jar.
God, this is gonna take
And he's gonna
forever.
he's gonna put some of the dirt in there. Just,
Start mage handing it in too.
Oh yeah, we're shoveling that shit in
He's
there.
gonna like fill up that jar just in case the dirt. Like I don't know how you're gonna get dirt out of that together. It's like
Oh, I thought you were just gonna like scoop it in with the jar.
no. He's
So you're doing what?
She wants to save some of the dirt in the jar.
in case like we can't get it out of the bag of holding. Just like I mean, how are you gonna reach for
Dirt.
random dirt and
You
then?
just think dirt and pour the bag and
I hope you
dirt.
don't pour the bag. Usually you just grab things out of it.
We'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure
So
that's
you're
not the
dumping,
biggest
like,
hurdle.
Several, like a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
In this bag. All right, cool.
Yeah, dirt.
A garden's worth of dirt.
Super aware. And like the floorboards and everything, like I'm gonna use prestidigitation to clear the floorboards off and everything, get like all the scraps of dirt I can out of there, like into the bag or into somewhere.
So you guys are.
And is there like a sweeper or something that we can like?
A broom? Is there a Swiffer wet jet?
Vacuum in here? That's the whole. Anyway.
Yeah, Roomba.
We take his Roomba, we put it in the bag of holding.
That was dust funny.
Dyson this bitch.
Did I find anything in the floorboards and stuff? The hidden compartments and any desks? My 16. I find any paperwork or
I'm
anything
afraid no ghosts.
that would implicate him.
Yeah, nothing implicating her like a particular interest.
Stuff the animal that is.
No notes to any friends or.
Yes. Because they.
So you eventually, spending some time, managed to collect all his dirt in your bag of holding.
You put dirt?
And fuck you gonna go. Okay.
Hey,
I think we should go directly to Paylor.
Yes.
yeah, right. That's a fucking bit of a wild plan. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean,
I have to ask, if he comes back and discovers his dirt is missing, can he just go find more dirt and make that his new place?
has to be dirt from his resting place.
So he'd have to come find it.
Well, he have to go back to his original
Conceivably,
grave.
he would be able to sniff out sort of back at the
Well, we better get moving then in case he's headed back here.
other option. If he's smart, is he doesn't go to it and he goes to wherever his original resting place is, and then it
Right.
doesn't fucking matter.
Which brings me to our next point. Let's go to the Temple of Paylor
Shows us.
and continue talking there. Because if he comes back, I mean, what's
That's a
that?
fair point.
So, but the way I see it, either we give you this dirt and you pay us for the information, and that's your problem solved.
I'd appreciate the help.
Or he comes and we kill him. Either way, he's either gonna come and we're gonna fight, or he's gonna leave, and
I feel
that's the
like
problem
he's not
solved.
going to enter the temple. We'll have to kill him like outside.
But yeah, if
Then
we
he's
can
not
kill
gonna
him,
have to rest.
yeah, if we kill him and send him to the Temple of Paylor, they will for sure finish him.
I'm trying to extort them.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm doing. Yes.
Why? Or didn't they help us last night?
Yeah, but
They didn't help us
no
this time.
for us.
That's where I went. They said they were too busy. So I'm gonna free up their evening.
I like it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick.
So you all start to walk down the stairs. You get into the first floor. Just walking past this desk, you hear it.
Yep.
You look up. The second floor had like a sort of like hole in the floor, right, with like railing around that you can see down to the. I'm sorry, I should have said that. You can see down to the first floor from it. So looking up to that hole, up to the second floor, you see standing on the railing, Vladimir, the Goliath vampire. He pulls a massive two-handed sword with a red blade,
Excellent.
squared end, looking like a fucking orc sword.
I immediately run to the front door and yell out, "Help!"
Yeah. Oh, we're leaving right now.
He says, "You book," and jumps down at you. We will
Pick up next time.
pick up next week.
No.